All right, let's do it.
Oh.
Oh, you just went right for it. I'm always very cautious when it comes to soup dumplings, and you never know when I have them.
Hi, I'm Jen. Today I have Simu here with me. We're doing a game show podcast style where we're going to talk about culture, food, identities, our personal evolution.
Because that's what the world needs, is more podcasts.
Yeah. Well, we're calling this a game show. A mini game show series.
That sounds way better.
Cheers.
It looks good. Cheers. All right, who reaches for the first card?
Did you have a lunchbox moment growing up?
You know, going back as far as like first or second grade, my parents would pack me lunches, and we had a lot of leftovers, a lot of, saucy meat dishes with rice, and experienced the very typical kind of teasing about, oh, that's so stinky, and from a very early age was kind of made to feel almost ashamed for the food of my culture, and would go home and beg my parents for Lunchables instead. Do you guys have Lunchables in the States?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Sometimes my references
never got
don't
them
hit.
in my lunch.
Really?
But Lunchables were available for purchase.
Got it.
So did you end up getting Lunchables?
Yeah, I mean, I think my parents got the message. And it's really sad now that I think about it, because my parents put a lot of thought into making sure that I had, what I brought to school was nutritious and tasty. And I'm sure it must have sucked to have your kid come back from school and be like, give me this bland cracker meat stuff, processed cheese, and that's all I want, that and Dunkaroos. What about you?
So I had a lunchbox moment in, I think it was third grade, but I had come back from school, my lunchbox was empty, and she was like, wow, you finished the food. And I was like, yeah, it was so good. And then she found the spoon, and it was clean. So then she's like, I think you're lying to me, and I'm never making you food again.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
This is very funny to me that as a founder of a soup dumpling company, you had one too fast and burned yourself. Ever burned your mouth on soup dumplings? Yes, you have. Yes. I literally just saw you do it. Was it worth it?
It was worth it.
It was worth it?
Were sleepovers allowed in your house or off limits?
Oh my God. They were allowed, but it was like pulling teeth. You know the immigrant thing where it's like when your last friend is getting picked up and they're like, bye. They're like, oh my God, come back anytime. And then the door shuts and then they turn around. It's like, I have nightmares about that anxiety of the immigrant parent two-faced flip.
Yes.
The moment the last door closes, I'm like, no, please don't go. And then they turn to me and they're like, go to your. It was never easy. I think my parents had a lot of anxiety about welcoming people into the house, and also about me going to other friends' houses for sleepovers, even though that's all I wanted to do was escape. Did your parents let you play sports, or was school everything? So
they were actually unusual Asian parents in that they actually really encouraged extracurriculars. As long as your grades are 4.0, A+, no A minuses, A+ only.
Absolutely.
And as long as those are hit, we will support you 100%, but you must practice to improve.
School very much was everything, and everything I think extracurricular was seen as a waste of time. However, if there was another family friend whose son or daughter was in an extracurricular, then it would be okay.
Yes.
So I was put, my parents put me in Little League soccer because somewhere down the line, one of somebody's parents, it's the same thing with piano. It was all the little Asian kids were learning piano, and so they didn't, out of not wanting themselves to fall behind within their friend group, they also put me in piano. And then also let me play soccer. And then once I got to high school, I think they kind of lost control of me, because then I was taking a train to school every day. And so I was like, once I get on that train, my time is mine. So I signed myself up for all the sport, anything to basically avoid coming home.
I really liked musical instruments, and I really wanted to play saxophone. My mom was like, your cheeks are going to get too big from playing the saxophone. And so then I was shepherded into piano.
That's
so that's
funny.
how I got into piano.
I played alto, but maybe that explains why. My face is so big. Damn it, I should have followed that advice. No one ever told me.